Hey educators, welcome to my channel Tea and Teacher. Today we are going to learn how to make a weekly plan. Since most of the colleagues wanted to know how a teacher should go about making a weekly plan. So I just thought of making and explaining one to you all. So today I will be sharing something and explaining on the board. So without any delay, let's start. So before wasting any time, let's start and understand first what is the importance of the weekly plan. Weekly plan is a plan which helps to guide you and understand as a teacher how to take the syllabus ahead. So your supervisors, your HODs might be giving you a monthly syllabus where you have an end goal to finish with your curriculum. So you have to move ahead in a systematic way. So the weekly plan helps you to move in a systematic way. What you need to do is divide your monthly curriculum into weekly plans. That is called a weekly plan. Now let's understand what is the importance of weekly plans and how it helps a teacher. Weekly plan, if you have done your planning very nicely for the next week, you are prepared, it gives you confidence. You will walk into the class confidently since you are prepared and you know what you are going to deliver in your class. Second is it guides the teacher. So when I say it guides the teacher, when you have planned properly, you will be able to move ahead in a systematic way and you will know what I am doing the next day, what I am doing a day after, that way. So it guides the teacher. It becomes a route map for the teacher. Next, third, what is the importance of the weekly plan is? It helps you to gather the resources. Helps to gather resources. When I say resources, very important. Without that, you won't be teaching. So what are the things which you will be requiring next week to deliver this lesson or for this week? It helps you to gather the resources. Next is it helps you to stay organized. As a teacher, you will remain organized if you have planned your weekly plan. You just cannot go in the class without planning. So it will help you to stay organized and understand what you are doing currently in your class. It becomes a route map. It becomes a route map for the teacher since the teacher is having a plan ready beforehand. She knows what is she going to and which route and which way she is going. So she will never be wrong because she knows what is working in my class, what is not working in my class. So she will be able to move ahead very smoothly. So it will guide her and it will become the route map for her. Next is it helps you to evaluate. Helps to evaluate your plan. Now when I say it helps to evaluate your lesson plan means if you have taught something, at the end of the week you will be taking a recap. So it will help you how to evaluate the lesson plan. So this is the importance of the weekly plan. Now I will be sharing you the steps for weekly plan. Okay. So I will be sharing the steps for weekly plan. And then tomorrow I will be coming up with a video where I will be sharing how to make the weekly plan. So let's understand what are the steps. So step number 1, to plan. Because you have to start planning. So before planning, what should be your motive? First thing is identify. Step number 1, identify the objective. So when I say identify the objective, I am saying here you need to identify what are you going to teach. So what if I give you an example of, suppose I am teaching grade 3 and I have a chapter of history. What I am going to teach in history, a chapter about Shivaji, suppose an example. So, or the Mughal kingdom. So what I'm going to do, or what I'm going to teach, so what is my end objective, means after the end of this chapter, what are the things what my children should be knowing from the chapter. So that you have to find out from the chapter what are the main points, what are the important things what my children should be knowing. So you have to identify the objective first. Second is understand your children's needs. Understand student needs. So when I say understand student needs, you have to know what your children know, previous knowledge, and what are they supposed to know when I do this lesson. So that is your students' need. So understand the student need, and then you have to go ahead with your planning. Third step required is plan your resources. Very important. You have to plan your resources when you're doing your weekly plan, so you know what is coming ahead. So if I have to take this activity, I need this. If I'm showing a video to my children, I have to have my video ready. If I am doing a presentation on my own, my presentation should be ready. So this is the next step which you would be moving ahead with your weekly plan. Next is keep students engaged. Keep students engaged. Now when I mean engaged, what does this mean? Engaged means that you are, whether your teaching is interesting or no, whether your children is liking your teaching or no. So your planning should be such that your lesson becomes interested. You have some activity planned with them. You have some PPT video or some dramatic, any play, arranged with that, where you are keeping them engaged so that they become interested. You have to see that the students are involved in your lesson. When you're teaching lesson, you can ask them to read, you can make them do the drama, you can ask them to enact, you can do anything. So you have to see in your planning, you are putting this, that your students are getting engaged. So that will help to keep your students interested in the teaching. Next is presentation along with instruction. So when I say presentation, means presenting your instructions. Presenting your instructions. How you are going to take the procedure ahead. How you are going to teach them science, how you are going to teach the instructions, how you are going to give the instruction, how you are going to start your lesson, how you are going to give the introduction of the lesson first and bring them to the knowledge. So presenting your instructions. So that procedure also you have to write in your weekly plan, because your seniors, your superiors would be knowing that how you are going to present your instruction, and you also will be aware how I am going to deliver my lesson. Next is schedule time for recap. Schedule time for revising the concept. For revising the concept what you have taught. So you have in your planning, like the last day of the week, you have to have some time where you are, whatever you have taught throughout the week, you are taking a recap of it, you are revising with the concept with them and taking an understanding, okay, my children have understood this. So these are the steps which you will be required to make a weekly plan. So start getting ready and be ready to learn how to make a weekly plan in my next video. I hope you have liked the steps which I have shared in making of the weekly plan. Tomorrow I will be sharing one more video where I will be guiding you how to make the weekly plan. very useful for the teachers. So I hope you like my content and keep sharing with your friends. If you have liked my channel, do like and subscribe my channel, Tian Teacher. Thanks for all the people who are connected with me and for forwarding this knowledge to other educators. Thank you.